Hey everyone, how's it going? AZREN here. Hope you guys are doing well. I want to talk about the Polyglot Gathering, or rather, it might be called the Polyglot Conference. I don't remember what the title was, but it's one of the two. And basically, this is a gathering or conference of multilingual people that took place in, I believe it was Slovakia, literally a couple days ago. I think it just finished, or it's still going. I can't remember. It was early June is when it was. And I didn't attend this event, and I wanted to make a video talking a little bit about why I didn't attend. You would think, many people would think that, wow, AZREN, you're so out there about your languages and language learning and all that stuff. You would think logically I would be someone who would attend an event like this. And there's a lot of reasons why I didn't. First and foremost, right, when I first heard about this conference, I think it was, I don't remember the exact timing anymore. It must have been when I was in China, so it must have been late 2016. When I first heard about it, I actually didn't really know what my schedule was going to be like for the upcoming year. I was traveling like crazy. I was just really getting started with all of my language stuff and teaching and doing that as a business, and I didn't even know. I wasn't even making money with it at the time. I was like, I don't even know if I will make any money. And so I was like, I was in a position of a lot of insecurity and a lot of, not insecurity, but rather uncertainty. And that level of uncertainty made me think like, I don't know if I want to pay money to go to Europe, pay the plane ticket, pay for the conference, pay all this money to go to something when there's so much uncertainty right now. So that was a major thing. And on top of that, I'm someone who, I just traveled for 3 months at the time, and so I didn't even know if it would make sense to be like, I just traveled for 3 months, let me go travel again to Europe, where the traveling is a little bit more expensive, right? If I travel to China, or if I travel to Peru, things like that, the traveling within the country can often be a little bit cheaper because of currency differences. And so I was like, man, I'm traveling again. I'd be traveling again after 3 months of traveling, financially, I don't know if that's going to make sense. And what's interesting as well, this is kind of financials related, and kind of not financials related. It's hard to say financials related. Kind of related, kind of not, is that I didn't fully know, if going to that conference would have had a business impact for me. And when I was thinking about this, yes, there's a part of me that wanted to go to the conference for fun reasons, for meeting new people, for being around other polyglots, just the whole idea of that. But I was like, man, again, going back to traveling for 3 months, I've been traveling for 3 months and having all this fun for 3 months. Man, I don't even know if I would want to spend money if it was purely just for fun again. I'd want some kind of business return, right? And I didn't know if going to that conference would have really had a major business return for me. And that, again, going back to uncertainty, that level of uncertainty made me choose not to go. Now, it's interesting, if you want to flip the coin slightly, it's interesting to think about, well, AZREN, with what you know now, with knowing kind of how things have panned out from late 2016 to now, would you have chosen to go? And for me, I think, again, even if I had the same knowledge going back, I probably wouldn't have chosen to go, only because I'm going to Langfest in Montreal this August. And so I don't know if I would have chosen to go to 2 conferences in the same year. This doesn't feel right for me, right? Because Montreal Langfest, I'm really doing some prep in advance, and I'm making sure that yes, of course, it's going to be a lot of fun, no question about it. But I'm making sure that I set things up for myself where it's also a positive business trip as well, and I'm making sure that happens too. And I don't know if I would have made sense for me to go to both Polyglot Gathering in Europe and going to Montreal, so I probably would have just stuck with Montreal. However, don't get me wrong, I'm 2018. It's definitely in my mind to go to both, the Montreal one and the Polyglot Gathering in Europe. I think it's a good thing to try and hit both of them. Definitely something that's on my mind for 2018. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye for now.